Hello and welcome back to another crafting adventure with me, Naomi, at Naomi's Scrappy Retreat. I hope that you will look in the description below and join me on these crafting adventures. If you are new to this channel, welcome. I appreciate you. Thank you. And if you are returning, thank you. And I hope that you enjoy and will craft along with me. Our first snowman wreath is actually very simple. It's just two little wreaths, some fabric, and a little hat. And I actually used a piece of wire that I had found in some one of the picks that I had. And I just, after I hot glued the two wreaths together, I just then dug the wire in, and that way it would hold steady. And again, it was that easy. And then I just hot glued a little hat, a little crooked, to the top of the top wreath, and then just tied a little scarf around him, and that was it. And I think he is so stinking cute. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Yes, I added a couple picks, and this was all stuff from the Dollar Tree. You can also get these wreaths at Dollar General. I've seen them at both places. Dollar Tree, it's very rare, but you can get them. So, isn't he so cute? And it was so easy. Again, two wreaths hot glued together, and I just added the little piece just to make it more sturdy. Hot glued the fabric around, and you have a very actually sturdy little snowman. So for snowman number two takes a lot more time. You will need three hoops of varying sizes if you want three, or you can just do two. And then you would need those chamois, the white ones from Dollar Tree. I think I used three, maybe four, probably four of the chamois. And again, they were just the hoops that I got from the Dollar Tree. I happened to find a really large one at one time, and then I found a couple small ones. And I just have a stash of Dollar Tree wreath forms. So I saw these, and immediately I was like, yep, I know exactly what I want to do. So all I did was I just took the chamois. I don't know what you call it. It's not a chamois, but I just laid it out long end, and I cut it. So I cut it in half. Then I laid those halves on each other and cut them in half again. So in the end, you're going to have, I believe it was 4/4, half and half. Yes, that makes four. So hopefully you'll see that picture in a minute. Some of my pictures I don't think came out the way I wanted them to, but yes. So again, half on top of each other, and then folded that in half and cut it, and I got four pieces. So there are varying textures to the chamois. I don't know. I was trying to keep all the texture the same, but I didn't. So if you can figure it out and keep it the same, it does change the appearance of the snowman a little bit, but not too drastically. So these pictures are inverted. I was trying to show you here that the fabric looks a little bit different on each side. But anyhow, I just started on the bottom, and I just took the first one and I hot glued a strip just straight across, and then I put it around the base of that one wreath form, as you saw 2 slides ago. And that was just how I started. And then I just started wrapping, and I wrapped and I wrapped and I wrapped. Once I got to the end of one of the first sections, I took and I doubled over the hot glue, and I don't know if I have a picture of it. I don't. So I apologize for that. You can hot glue that on there however you want. I wanted to hide the actual first seam, but it doesn't really. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to stagger these inside of each other. So I ended up deciding where I wanted these wreath forms to fit into each other, and then I put like a little dollop of hot glue. That way I would know where I was able to wrap on each of the three forms. And then I'm just showing you both sides of where I put the hot glue. So that way on all three of the pieces. Now on the middle one, you're going to have four sections, or two sections, four things of hot glue. And then on the larger section, I ended up snipping off some of, the wire that's in the middle, just so that I could get these to fit together better, because I just wanted them to sit in there better. And with that wire on there, you couldn't. So as you can see here, I have wrapped around. This is, I believe, the larger one. And so I just wrapped around to the part, and then that was before I actually snipped off the piece. This is what I was kind of trying to tell you earlier. I hot glued the one section down um, on top of each other, and then all I did was that top piece is I folded that piece over the hot glue, you see, right? So there, you see it right there. So it kind of made it a smoother seam when I added the sections together. I don't know if that makes sense or not. If it doesn't, please leave me a comment in the section below and let me know. Um, but you can do this however it works better for you. Again, this is the middle section, and I left the top part and the bottom part, because what I wanted to do is once I got the sections together, um, then I would finish wrapping. So if this is your first time with me, thank you so much for joining. If you are a if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me again. If you are new, I would appreciate a like. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well, and the notification bell. This project was very messy. I was just showing you that. I don't know why, but I was just showing you that I had a mess all over the place. Like, it was just covering me. So what I did was I went ahead and started with the first one, the head part, and then the middle portion. And I hot glued the connecting pieces down. Now this worked great for the top and the bottom, but it did not work so well for me for the middle and the bottom piece. But I hot glued it down, and then I just took some of the crafter's floral wire, and I just wrapped around the key parts where they intersected. If I don't know if you can see that well enough there or not, but that way it's on each section that meets, it's gonna intersect and just give it a stronger bond. Now when you wrap these sections with some more of that, whatever the stuff is called, you are actually going to make a strong bond as it is. But I really wanted something strong. I'm going to either give this away or sell it. So I wanted something that was going to hold up and be sturdy and not fall apart. So this is just one of the sections that I ended up wrapping. I wanted to make sure that there was no exposed wire. So you can do this however you want, but I wanted to make sure that the front and the back, everything was covered and there wasn't going to be any exposure at all. If you treated this, you could probably, like with, you can buy the spray waterproofing stuff. You could probably put this outside, but because it is white and this is a cloth, I don't think it would be, for the most part, I don't think it would work well outside. I think, for one, it's going to get extremely dirty really quickly, but it is so stinking cute. I absolutely love it. So to finish this off, these are two berry picks from the Dollar Tree, two different ribbons from the Dollar Tree, and you can get whatever kind of arrangement you want the front of it to look like. But I just wanted to, I wrapped the ribbon around the middle and I hot glued it all down. And then I took those two stems, I just put them opposite of each other and hot glued that down as well. And then I went ahead and wrapped a ribbon, which is unfortunately probably another picture, but I wrapped a ribbon around the middle of it, tied a big bow, and that's also was used to help keep everything sturdy and without moving. So there you can see the finished product there. I struggled making bows, but I kind of liked how this one turned out. I didn't have enough of the gold to make more bows with, so this is what mine looked like. But I really like it. I think it's super cute. And then all I did was I added a piece of leftover of that fabric to the very top part so that you couldn't see the red ribbon I had tied at the top to hang it up with. Now, you could probably do this some other way, but this was just what I thought. I just didn't like the red ribbon just sitting there. And at first I was going to make a boy snowman, but no, this is a snow girl. And So I call her Frostette. So I think it's so super cute. But let me know if you like this or if you would have done something different, if you've ever seen this before, if you've made this something like this before. I just absolutely love this. Hey, what let me show me your love and your support. If you would put a snowman emoji down in the comments below, I would really love that and appreciate seeing that. My third wreath is not a snowman wreath. It is actually a tiny reindeer wreath. So I apologize for that little mess up right there. But these are just the items you're going to need from the Dollar Tree. I have a bowl of just unused berries, and so that's what that is. So I just took apart the deer off of the original wreath, and I just put two of those wreath, they're I guess Dollar Tree ties. Wow. Hold on just a second, guys. Sorry about that. I had a really struggle with that. So I just tied his little horns onto the top of the wreath, just with the wire that was on the original wreath that it came on. And then I put a little teeny tiny check bow underneath of him. Now, this bow came off of something else I had used and I set it to the side. So I just thought it was a cute addition. So here he is. I just added little berries here and there. And then I also added some bells. And I had gotten some bells last year. So I do believe these are Dollar Tree bells, but honestly, I don't remember. But I know Dollar Tree has a lot of bells, but these came in different sizes. So that's what makes me wonder if these were Dollar Tree bells or not. So I just put three little bells at the top along with a little jute hanger to hang it from. So the one bell is kind of hiding that one part of the jute. And then here and there, I just put some bigger and smaller of the berries and just all around the wreath. And later on, I also, um, so sorry, I just lost my train of thought. So this is just another picture showing the berries with the bow tie, and I absolutely love it. So the next, so I also then added, again, I just kind of used what was already with the deer, but I added to it. And I just added a little teeny tiny bell around his neck. I just thought it was so stinking cute. He's so cute. I just love him. And again, this is just showing all I did was I added jute to hang it with. Something very easy. Um, and then, so this is the finished product. So I also went ahead and I took some the Waverly White chalk paint and I did a little dry brushing on it just to give it a little snowy look, but you can't really see it on this, and I don't think I had done it on this picture. It kind of looks snowy, but I don't think I had actually done it on these pictures. I don't think I did it until after I had done this little teeny tiny video I'm showing you of now. Yeah, so I don't know why, but it already looks like it has snow on it. But also, just to let you know, I had clipped some of the bushiness off of that wreath as well. So anyhow, I hope you like this and enjoyed it. It's a tiny wreath, but it is super cute. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your support. And I hope that you will join me for another crafting adventure soon. I haven't been doing too many crafts recently. So just I'll hope I will should be back soon though. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day.